Truthfully, it wasn't wedgie. I thought there might have been a hair in my butt.
She's
Can
wedging.
can anyone relate to a hair in their butt?
She's
I don't know.
wedging. She's wedging. Want to free everything up before this.
Well, some people are fans of pulling hairs out of their butts.
I'm not.
Is this how we're gonna demonetize in the first 20 seconds? Here we've got a Dr. Pepper.
Ooh, all 23 flavors in one can.
And I was feeling very fancy because our ice machine on our fridge is in production.
All clean, new filter, ready to go.
So I am pouring it over some crushed ice.
Fresh crushed ice, that's right.
I mean,
like the rich people.
This is lavish living, if you ask me. It's unfortunate. Do you not have a drink? Can we cheers?
We can cheers. I like the smell of Dr. Pepper. It's almost a mysterious smell. You know, you can't really put your finger on just one because it has like so many
Like,
flavorizations.
For some reason, it's like there's no cola smell or effect.
No.
But to me, I almost want to say it's like dark cherry is the prominent like.
Yeah, like the dark cherry that they use like in a Black Forest cake. You know, the real, the Bing cherry, not the maraschino.
So welcome to tonight's show, everybody. Tatum, don't give me that look. You already want my attention. Tonight I made some lovely birria tacos.
Megan is the chef on Dute tonight.
I wanted to get one little Snapchat of like dipping.
Snap it out.
Because we got the extra sauce on the side here. We can move the chips like right here for now.
We'll get Chippy over here.
We can put a little dollop of sour cream on our plates and then move that.
Did you guys see that? You can catch it on the replay. I gave you a couple of napkins there, so.
Okay.
Wow.
I'll leave that job to you.
Okay.
Slosh with kosh.
Yeah. Am I in the splash zone?
Thought I'd put on a nice, cute little matching pajama set tonight.
Loungewear.
And,
wow. Did that ever happen to you when you were stirring up your sour cream?
And it's funny because I poured out.
Yeah, I guess it sat there for a minute.
I forgot to turn the bird's light off.
No splashing. Did you see that? I did it like a pro. We got lots going on here tonight. She even whipped up a dessert tonight. She was like really, it was really nasty. We had like thunderstorms and stuff earlier. And then all of a sudden, like the sky would get blue and then it would cloud back up and super windy, super foggy, super...
It was crazy weather today.
Crazy. So crazy.
Well, dollop a daisy.
Dollop a daisy.
Now I'm going to ask you for a huge favor.
What?
It's like on the...
Yeah, we'll put that up there. Excuse me.
Okay. Might be kind of anticlimactic, but I wanted to get like a little video just like dipping.
Yeah.
I'm going to steal your sauce for a second.
Oh.
It's not quite deep enough.
She needs it to be deep. This is a deep one.
Dang it, I put it down in the sour cream.
Oh, no. Here she goes.
Oh. I lost me meat.
So anything anybody misses, we always load it up to our YouTube channel afterwards. So you always go back and catchy it there. That was the extra dollop, I guess. Daisy wasn't there to catch it. So, yeah. So, what is this? What's this meat called you used?
Birria.
Birria meat. Yes. And there's a lot here. She really.
For some reason,
Somebody
it
was
seems kind
hungry.
of salty this time.
But she has this special cheese blend that she really enjoys using too. We always have to make sure we get that.
Yeah. So hi guys. Welcome to dinner. I made some birria tacos, and not to worry, this white girl did not try to make authentic birria meat. It is in fact packaged and pre-seasoned. All I had to do was warm it up and kind of stew it for a minute there to get the meat to kind of start falling apart.
But it tastes like homemade.
But I've seen, is Hispanic the word? Hispanic people review the meat that we're using, and they've said good things. Birds, shut your asses up. You want to check, Kate?
This is good.
You can't have anything with our tacos, but you can have this little chip. There you go. So yeah, and then I kind of prepared the tacos, if you will. You warm up or cook the tortillas. Add the cheese and meat. Mine has onions. Mom doesn't like onions.
And Meg was so busy today, besides cooking up a storm tonight, when we had one of those little breaks in the weather, we went and did a couple of quick errands, one of which we had to go get more dirt. Megan did a little gardening.
And I washed Tatum's bed and the tablecloth and the bird's cover.
I'm telling you what,
And
I was busy.
And I Swiffered, and I showered.
So I don't know if anybody has those little ants in their kitchen. This time of year, I think a lot of people get them.
It's better than those little uncles, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I read this thing saying if you put dryer sheets, because we're concerned now with the birds about using the stuff I used before, even though the other stuff was supposedly pet friendly and all, you know, just in case. So I went and got some of those dryer sheets because I don't normally use those. They don't seem to be working.
Yeah,
Did
they're
I?
not working so good.
No, I still see them ants. So has anybody tried that dryer sheet trick at all?
Birds, I'm gonna need you to shut up now, please. Thank you so much. We also got this. It was on sale. The Ithaca. The black bean hummus. They have a lot of hummus flavors, but my favorite overall hummus flavor is black bean. So I wanted to give it a try.
And we've never, I make it though, but we've never bought this brand, but I can tell you when we do our Instacart side hustle, we do buy a lot of these for other people, so.
It has kind of a chipotle.
In fact, we buy so much of this for other people, like, not out of our own money, of course, but that often they'll be out of them, certain flavors. Peppermint oil on a cotton ball. I can try that. I have peppermint oil. It does have a little more bite to it than when I make it.
It's not bad. It's got a little bit of a kick though.
Hey, thank you for the roses. I appreciate that.
Bird. It's my fault. I should have turned their light off like an hour ago.
Yeah, well, because they didn't get much light today. It was so cloudy and crazy weather.
And it's still like a weird overcast, like light coming in the window, so.
We're supposed to be getting some decent weather this week coming in, though.
The birds are really quiet most of the time. It's when like we're talking that they make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is annoying, but I love them. Everyone's saying peppermint oil on a cotton ball. I think I have some peppermint oil.
Yeah, I think we do. So we can
I
always
don't
try.
mind spiders.
I'm allergic to spiders.
Well, not
Only if
all
they
of
bite
them-
me, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but not all of them are like
Venomous.
grr.
Mm.
And so usually when I see a spider, I just leave it alone because they're usually eating other bugs.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're there, there's usually something for them to eat.
Yeah. Yeah, we had some, I saw earlier, some daddy longlegs out in the garage, which I think those are usually really good bug eaters.
I felt like little Miss Tuffet earlier
Oh, was there a lot of spiders out there?
when I was gardening. One sat down beside her.
No way. Did it scare little Miss Tuffet away?
No, I let it just kind of walk off me. I said, good idea, buddy. Yeah, you tell your friends.
Isn't there something about if you step on a spider, then it's going to rain or something like that? Isn't
Oh, I
it's an
never
old
step
wives'
on
tale or something.
I never step on a spider. I don't love spiders, but I don't have anything against them.
Put drops of peppermint oil in a spray bottle with water. Okay. And spray it around the windows. Okay. Yeah, I notice it mostly like over by like the kitchen sink, over by that window. So that would be probably my first target.
They're in my room sometimes. This ice is like too cold on my teeth.
Because maybe those small cubes maybe make it cold faster.
Tempted to get a straw.
We have straws.
We do.
This is good. But, like, do they just use this kind of meat, like, in, like, the better Mexican restaurants? Like, they don't have this kind, like, in, like, Taco Bell and
No,
stuff, you know?
I don't think so.
They make it hard to do that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. Okay. What are you guys having for dinner?
Yeah.
Then I also made some little Oreo truffle ball things
Yeah.
for dessert.
For our little chocolate fix. Mom would love TikTok. Well,
Yes.
TikTok can be good, and then there's days, man, your feed is just loaded with crap. Because, you know, they're constantly changing whatever they say their algorithm thing is.
Ah, now I can actually drink
Hello,
the soda.
good evening, everybody.
Christine had a bagel and cream cheese. What kind of bagel?
I love bagels and cream cheese. I could eat those like any time of day. Those are an any time of day food, bagels.
And English muffins too are good.
I like English muffins too. Oh, so much alike.
Yeah, the special cheese that Mom was saying I use, it's a Chihuahua Cochito or something. And something starts with an O, mix. It's like in a red bag.
I think it's got 3 different cheeses in it.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna go live on my TikTok, I forgot.
Turn it on, baby. A plain bagel. Yeah, plain goes with anything. Like, you can, like, say you're out of cream cheese or something. Like, if you have a plain one, you can even put, like, peanut butter on it. You can put whatever on a plain one. But some of the other ones, I don't know. What's your TikTok?
Christine said it. Thank you, Christine. Oh.
Hey, thank you for the roses, my friend.
What's going on here?
So tomorrow's the first day of June.
Oh, wow.
First day of June. So after this live, we're not going to see you till next month. Probably be maybe like Tuesday or something.
Tuesday. I was gonna set up the snow cone machine today.
Well, we're hoping for good
for
weather.
Shaved ice, but I'm like, I think we can like save that for a warmer day. Even though I keep saying I want to try it before it's like too late to return it, but I think it'll be fine.
I think so. Well, we're supposed to have some nice days this week coming up, so maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. We can give it a whirl. You know, all snow cones are not created equal. Like, did you ever buy one of those ready-made ones in the store that's like packaged in the freezer section? It's like hard as rock. It's like you may as well just get an ice cube.
An interesting perspective.
And then
Might
there's
as well get an ice cube.
no, and then there's like even slushies are all different. Like some of them are like super fine. You know, like a Slurpee, like the 7-Eleven Slurpee one. I don't know what they must aerate it or do something to make it like so. And then other slushies are like little teeny crystals, and you know they're all different.
And I'd go as far as to say as the same as milkshakes and stuff.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, some places.
Are the birds making noise again? I've like tuned them out. Yes, we have 2 birds.
The
And ooh, Taco Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Thought that was gonna roll off the tongue a little more. But...
Some places when they make their milkshakes, they use, instead of using ice cream, they use ice milk, which is a lot cheaper to make. And hey, thanks for the heartbeat. So they're more watery tasting, you know.
That's why I am a very big fan of staying home and making things at home.
Well, you know what goes into them and how old the things are that are going into them. It's not something they're just trying to use up. Always got to watch out for those specials when you go out. They're special for a reason. And like, you never want to order like a fish special, you know, unless it's a restaurant that's like on the docks and the special's legit, like what the guys just landed and brought into the restaurant. Those, then you want to get the fish special there. But other restaurants that are doing like a fish special with some kind of like sauce, especially if it's like tomato sauce or something, because they know that's really going to mask whatever's going on under it.
Should I give away the plan I have for my cotton candy recipe?
Your cotton candy recipe?
I'll just say it. We got a cotton candy syrup for making cotton candy shaved ice snow cones or whatever. And then I had been saying like I want to do like an ice cream slush where you do like a scoop of ice cream with some slush. So we were at the store the other day, and I think we had talked about it because they sell like Dippin' Dots in the store now. And I was like, oh, like those would be good like with a slush or whatever.
Yeah, the little, the little tiny Dippin' Dots, little nuggets.
And so the other day she was like, well, let's like
They're
get
on
some
sale,
or
look.
whatever, yeah. And so we found some that are cotton candy flavored.
So it's just gonna
So
accentuate.
we're gonna do a cotton candy slush and then the cotton candy Dippin' Dots, like sprinkle them on like sprinkles
Yeah.
or something. I don't know, like roll it in it. I don't know. It's gonna be good. So
We do have one Dippin' Dot complaint. Let us know if your area has this. We have a lot of different flavors, and even in the store that you can just buy the Dippin' Dots, not like, because they're super expensive if you buy them, like if you're out somewhere. But we can never find just vanilla.
yeah, where are them vanilla dots?
They have all kinds of crazy flavors and stuff, but we can't find just vanilla Dippin' Dots. Let us know if you guys have spotted them, because we figured that way we could flavor it pretty much, however you want. I remember getting them when they first came out a few years back, quite a few years back, somewhere. And they were expensive. I can't remember if we were at a zoo or where we were.
I made birria tacos.
And they were like super expensive, those little Dippin' Dot things.
I think it was like $11 for like a cup or something.
Like a little
crazy.
cup
Like,
too. Yeah.
Maybe it was like 7.
But
I remember
in
even-
today's money, it would have been 11.
That's what I'm saying. Like even I remember back then it was a lot. I can't remember exactly how much, but I feel like it was like $11 or something. I don't know.
But it was like new at the time, or new to us anyway.
Well, which today, $11 would be like $25 today or something.
I can only imagine how much stuff is like when you go like to the zoo or
Yeah, we don't leave the house, so we don't know how much stuff is.
or like to the movies, or like how much candy is and popcorn and stuff at the
Guys,
movies.
I'm begging on my knees. I need someone to give me movie recommendations for something to watch on Amazon Prime.
Oh, there's one that came up that I'm gonna watch tonight.
Okay.
It's called
Is it new?
brand new, yeah.
Spanking?
Mhm.
Huh.
It's called I think The Good Sister or something.
I think I saw that pop up too, but I didn't read what it was about.
Yeah, I guess there's 2 sisters.
Oh, and one of them's good?
One of them, I
It's
guess, tries to
bad.
take over the other one's, like life and stuff or something, and I don't know. But it looks really good. Had really good reviews. Has anybody seen it? But don't give any spoilers. I was gonna watch that tonight. I was gonna watch it last night, but when it popped up, and I had already done the reviews, it was kind of late, and I'm like, I want to watch the
Excuse
whole
me,
thing.
everybody. My goodness. Sorry, Mom.
So I want to, watch the whole thing. Has anybody seen that on Amazon? It's on Amazon Prime. It's free with Prime.
Hi, Edgar.
Are you live on another account too? We are live on our YouTube channel
And then I'm live on
and live on
TikTok,
Maggie's
too.
Talker Tickers.
What was I just? Oh yeah. For some reason lately, like when I open Amazon Prime, it shows like everything but movies that are like included with Amazon Prime. Like
I
it
hate
pops
that.
up with like all these ones that are rent or buy or whatever. And hey, thanks for the heart me or whatever that was. So, Tatum's coming back with another toy. She's
Yeah,
chosen
they
the
do
blue
that,
hedgehog.
and then what's
Thanks for
frustrating
watching.
too, a lot of them, they'll let you watch like the first episode to try to get you hooked, and then you have to go sign up for something or pay for it. I've watched a lot of first episodes.
Well, and then I find myself watching a lot of like Amazon originals because I'm like, oh well, I'll just pull up the tab where it's like all Amazon movies, because you know those are
Even
all
some
included.
of those aren't anymore.
But some of them are really bad.
Oh, and there's that.
Some of them, like, you can tell are like small fit, like they're like really
budget.
bad. And sometimes they're not. It's not that they're necessarily budget, but that the storyline that just like I started like it'll be nothing like the description of whatever. I don't know. I find myself turning on movies that I think are gonna be some sort of mermaid whatever, and then all of a sudden it's like an action movie and there's fighting, and then all of a sudden they're in the water, and then I'm like, wait, whoa, hold on here. I thought I was watching The Little Mermaid, like, and they're just, I don't know.
I get so frustrated the other night. I turned one on that I read the whole thing in English, right? And I put it on, and wouldn't you know, it was subtitled. But then, after I read, it sounded so interesting, I did want to see it. And so then I keep watching it.
And then you're dozing off, and you're like, wait, I
yeah,
don't know
'cause
what's
you don't
going
have to
on.
read it, yeah. But then I got invested in it, and then I ended up, a few seasons into it. And I'm like, oh, please tell me I have to pay for this now so that I won't watch it anymore.
No, it's good, because you're keeping your mind active, you're reading, and you're engaging, and...
Anyway, late at night, I don't have to keep reading the screen, but you know what really gets me is
What grinds your gears?
that a lot of the series now, a lot of the documentaries and things on BBC and PBS, which are supposed to be public broadcast and are federally funded as well as privately funded, a lot of those now you can only watch like the first like episode or season, and then you have to pay. It's like, wait a minute.
You're so cute.
If you're federally funded and stuff, why are you charging people? It's called public broadcast. Why are you charging to watch? That makes no sense. Hello, how are you?
I gave her a little piece of a chip. She can't have this stuff.
No.
And I gave her some cheese when I was making them. And she had her dinner early. She asked for it early, and so I gave it to her. And I gave her a nice, good, big dinner. She has
Chicken and green beans.
Yep, she eats chicken and green beans, and occasionally she gets a blueberry. She didn't want any today. She's such
She
a little
eats twice a day.
She's such a tiny little baby peanut that she's only allowed to have 2 blueberries a day. Otherwise, her doo-doos get like black.
Dudunk.
Because if you give her too many blueberries, that's when they turn like black. And then you think something's wrong, and then you take her to the vet, and you spend $600
I heard that.
for them to do tests that don't even test for what would have been a problem. They just do parasite whatever test, and then you have to bring her back for another test, and they say, no, she's completely fine. You just gave her so many blueberries that it made her poop dark. And you go, oh.
Thank you for the bill. Yes, I did hear that Trump's trying to take their funding. But he hasn't, and they've been charging like for PBS and stuff for a while. I just think that's wrong.
Thank you for the rose.
But like I heard even like Sesame Street left PBS, I think, and is going on, I forget what one it's, I forget what one they said it was going on.
You guys can't even see, I'm just like petting a phantom over here. I had this little cute baby.
These are really good, Chef Meg.
Hey, thank you for the gift of Rooney's black wine. Yeah,
You did a good job.
I made a decent taco tonight.
She topped it.
Let's give them something to talk about. Guys, I'm thinking I might do something crazy. I might maybe attempt those Legos tonight. And see how difficult.
Oh,
Hey, ma'am.
She's going for the sour
Hey,
cream.
ma'am. That's not for you.
How many pieces did it say it was?
420.
Oh.
But I don't know. I was gonna do a little video, trying to assemble the bird Legos that I got, that look like my birds, but it's a 3-in-1 set. So there's 3 different things you could potentially make. So I don't know that necessarily each thing that you make requires all 420 pieces, because some of them
I wonder if
are
you have
pretty
to read the
big.
directions and separate them out, what you need for each one.
Probably. Which is good to remember that when I take them apart, it's probably important to like put them in. Oh, I just watched a Tatum hair fly into the. I don't care. I'm not using the sauce anyway. It might be important if they come in like separate baggies.
Right,
To
labeled.
put them in little baggies.
Yeah.
Again, when
and keep the directions of what you need to make each one.
But I might also, depending how long it takes and how difficult, I might keep. Whoa! Did you see that? Tatum just galloped over here. I might keep the bird Legos
Just
assembled until I feel like doing another one.
Yeah, which could be years from now.
We could keep the bird Legos assembled.
Oh, do the boot one?
They're all cute.
They're all super cute. You're right.
There's a rain or a watering pail, watering bucket, whatever you call it.
A watering can, a boot,
or the birds. And it's like the birds and like a flower.
Oh, she got the birds because they look like our birds. But then the other one does have the butterflies and. She's busy. She's a very busy girl.
Oh, okay. Someone's having fun Saturday night.
She loves pillows. It's one of her favorite things. Hey, thank you so much for the heart me. I appreciate it.
I also keep meaning to slap on some of those foot masks you got me. You got them for me either for my birthday or for Easter. They're the ones that make your feet peel.
Oh.
So they give you a whole new fresh foot.
Fresh foot.
It's a factory reset on the foot.
You get a foot forward.
And so I might.
You've got so many options.
I've got a lot of crazy Saturday night plans going on.
Yeah.
There's a guy that thinks I might be going over to his house at 8, but joke's on him, I'm not.
Not.
I have too many fun things that I can do at home.
Without even leaving the house.
Yeah.
Why would you leave the house?
Oh.
I mean, the only reason to leave the house is like if you were going to like go mini golfing or something, and you don't do that in the rain, and it's raining. So, we leave the house to work, of course.
Men are like the most work of all.
They are a lot of work.
You are the cutest little baby I've ever seen in my life. Are you kidding me? Can you guys see her?
Who needs a guy when you have like...
Can you guys see her? I don't think you guys can see her.
She's too cute.
There you go. She is so funny. She's been rolling around over there in those pillows. Yeah, I realized that, you know, to those of you that have found a good man, I'm very proud of you. I'm very happy for you.
Yeah.
However,
and you got to hold on to him if he's that good, because there aren't any out there.
I had been thinking like, oh, I'll find a good man. Blah blah. I didn't. All this time, you know how it's like always like you want what you don't have.
Yeah.
I'm always like, oh, I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. Now I'm realizing I need to put the shoe on the other foot and realize how grateful I should be for being single.
Yeah.
Because being married is one thing, especially like if you're like happily married, like good for you, whatever. But like dating,
it's because dating isn't what it used to be. People ghost people. You would never in a million years, especially if you lived in a small town, do that to someone years ago.
I enjoy my time at home.
Date yourself first and foremost. Absolutely.
I couldn't even imagine dating these days. It's just stupid.
Yeah. And you know, I think that I'm not putting all the blame on just men, because there's a lot of crazy women out there too.
And like,
Not us, but
no, I am. I'll go so far as to say that I'm a crazy woman, but nothing that could not be. It's not psychotic. I'm the type of crazy that scares away the weak. Is what it is.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think I have to get meaner because the weak aren't truly getting scared, and they still like message me from time to time, and I'm like, no, you know, I'm just, as I'm weeding them out, I'm like,
you're not worth it. You weren't worth it years ago. You're not worth it tomorrow. You're not worth it now.
it's just, the thing is, I need to be so grateful for being single and not having the stress, because there was a man that I wanted for a long time who's like now like half-assed, like trying to act like he's like getting it together. He's not. He's still not.
He's not.
He's not.
And he never will.
He never will.
Nope.
And so
Next.
I, for a long time, was like, oh, you know, he'll get it together one of these days. He never has. Still hasn't figured it out. And you shouldn't have to like tell someone how to be like a gentleman,
How to date.
or like respect you, or like that the only way you can actually see someone when you're adult is when you make plans. You know, there's just a lot of things that, and now when he texts me, I just get so frustrated. Not that he did anything wrong, but just that he's texting me.
He did nothing right either.
And I just, sometimes I go, wow, I think I needed to be more grateful for being single, because I thought I wanted this man to be I had a false idea of him in my head, and that's what truly goes on these days, is a lot of people get a false idea or false hope, and they're like, oh, because this person said they liked me, they're gonna start actually acting like they like me.
Yeah. What were you thinking?
And then, so anyways, I don't know where this rant is going, but anyways, I'm very grateful to be single, and I don't think I will any longer be pursuing or hoping for a man. If an amazing man walks into my life, that's what God has planned for me. But, and I think that's what they always say, like, you find it when you're not looking.
When you least expect him.
Don't find me. I don't want to be found. This is not me putting out energy like, I'm not looking, so it's gonna find. No, don't find me. Actually, I don't want you. If you know my address, put the paper in a shredder. Don't put it in your GPS. Don't. I'm very fine with. Hey, I am just a girl though. So if a big old cowboy, if a 6'2" cowboy with a mustache and some blue eyes knocked on my door and said, "Hey,
you can park your boots right here, my
I
friend."
need some help milking the cows, baby," you know, I might dibble dabble. But there's a lot of these men that think they're the prize these days, and
Yeah.
it's not. It's not it. That's all. I guess I'm gonna wrap that thought up
Well,
with. Is it's
on
not.
that note, though, I was thinking when the rodeo comes this year, maybe we should go to the rodeo this summer when it comes. It comes for a few days. I was thinking maybe that would be something fun, something different. Yes, we would have to leave the house.
Where's the rodeo?
It's on the other side of the state.
Oh, when is it?
It's either in July or August. And it goes on for, I don't know, like 4 days or 5 days or something. It's like they travel from, But I was thinking that would be fun. I haven't been to a rodeo in so long. And, rodeos have a cool vibe. They've got that whole country thing going on. And
Yeah, and I think a lot of cowboys are not into I'll say it, cocaine, And I think a lot of
Oh, she just threw that toy. Did you see that?
she said no cocaine. Yeah, I think I mean, or maybe there because oh, she's thrown it again. There is the term cocaine cowboy. I don't know what
No,
that.
I think they're more into just like, you better watch what you say down there. You get banana.
Oh.
But I think they're more into
That's how I
having
was saying it
strong
with an
coffee in the morning.
That's how I was saying it with an accent because they think I'm just saying cane syrup.
Oh, okay.
Obviously.
But I think most cowboys that are legit cowboys are more into like their strong coffee in the morning.
And a good Marlboro Red.
Yeah, they could have a Marlboro Red.
Yeah,
maybe,
I think there is a
Yeehaw.
consistent problem that I'm finding with men my age that I'll think they're a good person and get talking to them, this, that, and the other. And then I find out that they are a fan of the nose candy, and I go, wait a minute! And then
wrong again.
And then I find out all the other things wrong, and I go, wow! Oh, restricted for some audiences. I'm gonna end this anyway because no one's even on here. No one is even on there. But they're not restricting me to your audience. Anyways. My type, not that it wasn't before, but my type is men that don't.
Or anything like that. Anything altering that way.
Do you guys?
Oh shoot, I just got one too.
Oh darn it.
We're getting violations here. I think I think we can thank Meg for that. So maybe
you know what? You can thank the terrible man.
That's right.
Because the way TikTok found out just now is how I felt. The red flags went up.
Yes, but I'm thinking we better probably jump off before they decide to put something serious on there.
No, I think
we're good.
I think we're all right.
All right. You think we're all right?
I think
everybody
maybe
tap
we
up the
prove
screen.
ourselves.
You got to tap the screen. You got to get a lot of taps going on. That's what sometimes counteracts that. Either gifts or taps. So you guys have the option. Tap your screen or throw all them gifts.
Look, we're good people.
We are people and we're good.
And hey, now listen, if anything, I was promoting that you should not be doing bad things. I'm saying
we don't like those bad things, and we don't like being around them bad things.
I like me a good man with pure energy,
wholesome,
unrequired outsourcing of energy.
Yeah. Unless you like the coffee, because
that's fine. And hey,
or the sweet tea.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with a little bit or a lot of
that's
caffeine.
Right, Olivia. That's and so that's what. It's not me that it's the reoccurring issue is that with them. So we're gonna move on.
Yeah.
What issues are you guys running into in your dating life?
I can't remember. Hey, thank you so much for them roses.
And this is why we don't talk about men. We don't need men in our lives. We had tacos for dinner.
Megan cooked
Olivia
tonight.
said the same thing, to be honest. See, it's not just me, and it's not that I'm seeking out intentionally bad people, right?
Yeah, and like
I get you.
I've been single a million years, so it's like, do I want to do somebody else's laundry?
Well, and
do
for
I
a long
go in the bathroom and step on their underwear on my floor?
For a long time, I've said to myself, is my mama? Is she? Why don't she want to have a man? How come my mama's been so happily single all these years? How come she always says she don't want to sleep with these men? I'm like, how come? Whatever. And then I realized I think she might be onto something.
I'm onto something, all right.
I think she might be onto something.
Yeah. You know how you can sift them guys out too? On your first date. after you qualify them, then you go on your first date and you let them know right out of the gate, like before they serve dessert and all, you say to them, so you do know, I realize how much you like me and all, but, I just want to let you know right up front that I don't sleep with anybody until I've been like seriously dating them for at least 1 year.
I'm happy for you, Deborah. That's what I'm saying. If you found your person and you're married, or you got a good thing going and you locked it down, whatever.
Yeah, you held on tight there, my friend, because there's nobody else out there.
But all that dating nonsense these days, people are terrifying out there.
And there's a lot of crazy stuff going on out there anyway.
And I get messages from people, from men that I know are in relationships with people that I know, and I'm like,
why
oh my God,
saying that to me?
And I'm like, oh my God, like, I don't want to date somebody, because what if they just turn around and are messaging someone like this person's messaging me, and they're in a relationship, and I go, oh my God.
It's so wrong. So wrong.
I go, oh my God, I have to delete your message. Oh my God.
It's kind of gross. It's kind of gross. Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's what's like, I do not want to date nobody right now, because I could be dating one person, and that one person could be dating multiple people.
Tell me that isn't gross.
And it's like, most likely. And I don't mean like casually seeing someone, and so that it's like, you go out on. There's some people
they'll just pick up that girl sitting on the bar at last call.
Well, no, but there's some people that are on a dating journey, if you will, and they'll be like, oh, I'm not doing nothing serious with people right now. I'm testing the waters and whatever.
Okay, well, you just keep your fishing pole out there in the water then.
Yeah, I ain't never been one of those types, but like, I know girls that do it, that they'll be like, oh, I'm going, I went on Tinder and I matched with a couple of guys, and I'm going on this date, this day, this whatever. And so,
those aren't dates, those are hookups.
Okay, whatever you want to call it, darling. But if you don't, if you're someone that's dating, you're not in a relationship, that's fine. You're allowed to do that and whatnot. But I'm talking about if I were seeing someone for me, I'd be like, hey, we're, obviously there has to be a casual period, but I'm like, hey, this is going to be like, I ain't seeing no one to like not see again. Like, if I'm dating
don't be
someone,
wasting my time.
You gotta be, if I'm gonna bother to spend any time with you, it's gotta be because we're getting to more of a relationship. And so once you get in that relationship, that person could start dating 3 other people still.
I know.
And I'm just not with that.
And people have had affairs forever, right? But, people, like, usually, like, one of them, like, the girlfriend would know about the wife or something, but the wife wouldn't know about the girlfriend and stuff. But now, like, with this cyber world, like, people tell you all kinds of bullshit.
Whoa, Mama, watch your language.
They do. They make it up. They tell fibs, big old fibs that matter. Fibs that matter. Like, who, me? I'm not married. Yeah. It's really scary, and there's lots of crazies out there. Just lots of crazy. I don't just mean cheating. I mean, like doing crazy crap.
Yeah.
Stuff you go to jail for.
Yeah.
There is a lot more to life. That's right. And that's what we're trying to do. Just enjoy life.
Well, and that's what, every time a feller texts me and is like, hey, girl, you want to get together? You want to hang out? You want to go get a bite to eat? You want to go to a movie? I sit there and I think about it.
She thinks.
And I say, hey, I'm young and I'm gorgeous and I should be getting out and socializing. And so I go, yeah, socializing's good for, like, the brain, and, like, I don't know,
So is gardening.
And so
gardening's good for the brain.
And so I say, maybe y'all think about, yeah. And then when it really comes down to it, I go, wait a minute. I know I'm gonna regret that. I'm gonna come home and go, I wish I'd stayed in my bed.
What? Why did I go out with that, geek?
And I look around. Hey, and it's not even necessarily the guy could do nothing wrong, but I have no care to go out with someone that I don't care to see again.
It's like waste of time.
I don't really care to go out and test the waters. I think if I wanted to do that, I would get a water bed.
Yeah, or we'd get a house on the water.
Joshline. Oh, Joshline, you sound like you've had some bad experiences, but I also...
Yes, I love to garden, right?
Can you move the sauce bowl? It's hard to read. Sorry.
Is that better?
So sorry about that. But yeah, and then I look around and I go, wait a minute. I can hang out with my dog. I can take my dog for a walk.
We can like make a milkshake.
I can cook something. I can cook dinner for me and my mom.
We can go out and garden.
There's so many things I can do at home.
We can go for a walk.
But then also, I turned my mama the other day and I said, hey mama, we got to go to Dave and Buster's together soon.
Right, we got to do that.
Because
there's something we got to do. You'll see.
They got this game that
we got to go, and I'm going to be holding that camera, and I'm going to be getting every angle possible.
And so, like,
I might hold two.
Thankfully, in this life, I do have, like, my mama as my, like...
wing woman.
Like, I'm not someone that necessarily, like, needs a romantic partner because, like... none of these men know what romance is anymore. That's really what it comes down to.
I think even if you told them to Google it, they wouldn't know how to spell it look it up.
They're terrible. And so, this sounds weak. I don't mean this to sound, but like she's my partner in crime. I don't need a romantic partner. I got my partner in crime.
That's right.
And so, like, if I want to leave the house and need someone to leave the house with me on my mission,
here we go.
Like,
buckle up.
Thankfully, I got a mama that's game to do just about anything with me.
That's right, but we're not jumping out of any airplanes or nothing like that. Just saying.
But like, I guess I could see how, like, if you don't have a mama that'll like do shit with you, that you might want to like look for a boyfriend. But
you better look really hard.
You tell her.
She gets it. She gets it.
See, girl. She was saying, find yourself a girl best friend.
Get a puppy.
Get you a little dogger.
That's right.
You can have a girl best friend to just go do things with.
That's right. You want to go for a walk on the beach? You don't need to be holding some guy's hand. You just
what did you say?
She loves going. She winked. See, she loves going to the beach. And she's ready when you are. She doesn't keep you waiting. It's perfect.
So yeah, it's just I'm reflecting and I'm saying, hey, it's Saturday night. I don't have to go to that man's house.
No, there's that The Better Sister or something. That movie.
Hold this thought for 2 seconds because I gotta bring one of the lights of life into the room.
What's she doing? What'd she say she's doing? Your 28-year-old daughter and I always hand it. You mean hang out, not hand out, right?
Like,
I could go. Yeah, that's like us.
I could have gone and hung out with some man today, but instead I made dinner for me and my mom, and I made these little Oreo truffle balls that, yes, look, I did sample one earlier because the chef, I have to make sure it's not poison. They're delicious. Look at her laying over there.
So good.
Why are you laying over there?
They're buttery.
So I actually made these wrong.
Okay.
You want to hear the journey? But they're delicious.
They're a delicious wrong.
So I read the directions wrong. I corrected my mistakes, I think. The directions said it was literally just a packet of this Oreo powder. And you mix it with melted butter and water. for some reason, I just mixed it with melted butter.
Okay.
For whatever reason. Did the whole thing. Packed it into the balls. And I thought it said, after you roll it into the balls, put it in the fridge to set for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, so the butter more congeals.
No. It said if the dough was sticky, to put the ball of dough in the fridge for like 20 minutes before forming them.
Okay.
So I read it completely wrong, and I just mixed the powder and butter and formed it into the balls and went, okay, time to put it in the fridge.
And they taste good.
And I thought you put it in the fridge for 20 minutes and then covered them in powdered sugar. No, you don't have to put them in the fridge if the dough wasn't sticky.
Oh.
But so then I realized, because I reread the directions after I put them in the fridge, and I quickly took them out of the fridge because I realized
You
I didn't
them?
add the water. So then I went, oh crap. And I smashed all the balls.
The water wouldn't make much difference in the flavor.
I know, but I did, like, they were very, like...
Crumbly dry.
Like, they managed to come off in one bite.
They're really good. But,
They were not like that at first.
Oh. But like I always say, a recipe is just a guide. You can make it your own. There's not really a right or wrong unless you don't like the way it came out. Of course, then that's wrong for your palate, but...
I smushed them all. I put some water. I put it in the middle, and with my hands.
Oh, like that? Ooh, look at her go. Wow, I want to learn that technique. That was pretty good.
I'll show you next time we make
Okay.
it. And then I reballed them. The dough was not
You just
sticky.
had a ball. And there was no men involved.
You can have balls with no men involved.
You can have a whole plate of them.
This is what I'm here to influence you guys.
Because we're influencers. We are influencers.
So,
Super good.
then rolled them in the powdered sugar.
It tastes nice and buttery, though.
They're very fragrant.
They
smell like sugar.
Very good. They're rich, though.
And then, so that was the story of tonight's dessert.
So that's the ball story. Megan saved the day.
And sometimes it's like, dang, I'm just clearly such wife material. I prepared dinner and dessert.
And what's left can be the night snack.
And then I'm like, wait a minute. Can I buy myself a ring?
I got one in the other room.
And just marry myself? Because I don't really want a man involved with this relationship that I got going on.
Yeah, because I'm good.
I think a man might ruin this.
It probably would. I wouldn't risk it.
Yeah. So, might be walking down the aisle by myself.
Yeah.
For tax purposes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, not to talk politics or anything, but Trump was saying something about getting better tax breaks if you're married, kind of moving forward. So, didn't say who you had to be married to. You could be married to yourself, right? So would I give you away? I don't really want to give you away.
Well, you would never do that anyway. That would be something Dad would do.
Yeah.
But you don't have to involve men at all.
Right.
If there's no man that I'm being given to.
Right, but I could be like your maid of honor.
That could be, yeah.
Do you, Megan, take you, Megan, to be your lawfully wedded partner?
Through sickness and in health.
That's
till death do you part.
That's right. And you would never leave yourself. And I'm willing to bet you would never have to file for divorce. I mean, would you ever get that mad at yourself? And then how do you divide up your...
So, sometimes I try to, make a joke, and then my mom, will kind of run it into the ground. That's what you're doing right now.
Okay.
a woman, there
It
simply
makes
would.
sense.
I don't know why you're bringing up divorce. If there's no man, divorce doesn't need to happen. You're getting clarity.
Yes. I think I had butterballs in my throat.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Divorce, I mean, yes, I think the rate of lesbian divorces is pretty high. However,
Yeah, but you're not a lesbian when you're divorcing yourself.
I am straight, and there will be no man in this relationship.
Yeah.
Amen.
That's right.
That's the only men.
That's the only man in the men.
What a riveting conversation we've all had this evening, huh, folks?
Yeah, I would say. An exciting Saturday evening.
The number one cause of divorce is marriage.
That's, yeah. So you gotta be careful if you get married.
So,
Gotta be careful if you get married, because what if you get mad at yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you could just go by like unreconcilable differences.
What happens if it's in Vegas?
Then it's gotta stay in Vegas.
I've never been to the West Coast.
I've been to Vegas. Yeah. And then
It
you wouldn't
stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
Well, I could just. Yeah, I could like find a stunt double. This stupid man
Or just
is
a mirror.
messaging me right now.
Or a mirror.
Just bring a mirror. Hi, we'd like to get married today. That could be a skit.
A reflection of myself.
And who's signing the papers? And
We are. You're both raising your hand in the mirror. You may kiss the bride. That could be a funny skit.
Anyways, guys, I think I feel a poop coming on. So, that being said,
Oh.
got a blast. I'll let you end the stream, Mom.
Uh-oh, she's on the run, guys. She's heading to the tutor room. Alone. Are you going with her, Tate, or are you staying here with me to end the stream? Thank you guys so much for hanging out on this Saturday night. I'm going to turn the YouTube off first, guys. Let me see if I can get over here. Thank you guys. We'll see you on Tuesday.